What's up, everybody? Last 24 hours on X.com and hashtag AEW Dynamite was straight up #1 trending in the USA. Not just wrestling Twitter, the entire platform was on fire with AEW talk. If you're wondering why the internet lost its mind over last night's episode, stick around. In the next 20 minutes, I'm breaking down the top posts that blew up, giving you the real summaries, fact-checking the biggest claims, and dropping my unfiltered opinion. And trust me, it lines up with what 90% of the timeline is saying. This was a go-home show that actually delivered. If you want more wrestling trend deep dives like this every single week, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now. We're just getting started. Let's dive in. All right, quick context so we're all on the same page. AEW Dynamite aired live from Edmonton, Alberta last night, the final stop before Dynasty this weekend. And right after the show ended, hashtag AEW Dynamite shot straight to the top of US trends. Why? Because this wasn't your average go-home episode. We got a career-best promo from Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho officially back and making big moves, United Empire absolutely destroying the Death Riders, title retention, surprise returns, and massive Dynasty Build. X was split between "this episode was elite" and "wait, what did I just watch?" But the positive energy dominated. Over 100K posts in 24 hours, millions of views on clips. This is exactly why wrestling on social media still hits different. Insight number 1. Kenny Omega just dropped the promo of his career. Top post that everyone was quote tweeting, this one right here, over 500K combined views in hours. Omega came out, looked MJF dead in the eyes, took his Dynamite diamond ring, and basically said, "At Dynasty in Vancouver, this is your last title defense. I'm taking the world title, I'm righting every wrong you've done to this company, and sending you home with a Goodnight Bang." Why it matters? Kenny hasn't always been the strongest on the mic. A lot of people have said it for years. Last night, he shut every single critic up. It felt personal, it felt final, and the crowd in Edmonton was unhinged. How you use this? If you're a fan who wants to see storytelling that actually pays off, bookmark this segment. This is the match everyone is now dying to see at Dynasty. Insight number 2. Chris Jericho is officially home, and he picked his first opponent. Another massive chunk of the trend. Jericho comes out, signs a brand new AEW contract on the spot, talks about taking risks and growing this company. Then Ricochet interrupts and hits him with the stone-cold line, "Nobody wants you here, dog." Jericho just smirks, finishes signing, and books himself versus Ricochet at Dynasty. Top posts were split, some calling it Tony Khan mark booking, others loving the babyface Jericho energy. But the clip of Ricochet's line and Jericho's reaction, over 100K likes and views combined. Why it matters? Jericho's return last week already shocked everyone. Last night made it official. He's not just back, he's making decisions and putting himself in big spots immediately. Insight number 3. United Empire versus Death Riders was straight violence. Will Ospreay's crew took on Moxley, Claudio, Pac, and Daniel Garcia in an 8-man tag, and it ended with Ospreay hitting a hidden blade through a table on Moxley for the win. The X timeline was posting slow-mo replays for hours. Fans were saying Forbidden Door is wide open, and United Empire is the most dangerous group in wrestling right now. One official AEW post about Shida returning and teasing a tag with Chris Statlain on Collision also blew up. Insight number 4. Willow Nightingale retains, and the trios match delivered chaos. Willow defended the TBS title against Queen Aminata in a banger. Clean Dr. Bomb finish, big respect moment after. And the Don Callis family took out Darby, Bandito, and Jack Perry in a wild trios match. These matches weren't just filler, they kept the live crowd hot and gave X something to clip and debate all night. Each one of these moments created its own mini-trend inside hashtag AEW Dynamite. That's how you know the episode worked. Let's clear the air on 3 big ones I saw floating around last night. Myth number 1. Jericho's return is just nostalgia bait and nobody cares. Wrong. The contract signing segment and the Ricochet confrontation were trending for hours. People are talking, some loving it, some hating it, but the engagement proves they care. Jericho moving the needle is still a fact. Myth number 2, the in-ring stuff was mid. Bro, United Empire versus Death Riders and the Trios match were praised left and right on X. Hidden Blade through the table is still being gift. The wrestling was elite. Myth number 3. AEW can't build to a PPV anymore. Last night's show was literally the final go-home before Dynasty, and it created massive buzz. Omega versus MJF is now the hottest talking point in wrestling. Numbers don't lie. Here's how you can actually use this trend to level up as a fan or even as a content creator. Tip number 1. Jump on the biggest clip within the first hour. The Omega promo, full video, and the Goodnight Bang line posted early got the most traction. Lesson: strike while the iron is hot on X. Tip number 2. Add your own spicy take, but back it with a timestamp. Instead of "this was fire" emoji, say "Kenny at 3:47 when he snatches the ring, that's when the crowd lost it." Specific equals more engagement. Tip number 3. Cross-post the official AEW clips with your reaction. The Shida return clip and the United Empire victory post from @AEW were getting reposted like crazy. Tag them, add value, and watch the algorithm love you. Tip number 4. Use the trend to predict the PPV. Right now, everyone on X is split on Omega versus MJF. Make your bold prediction video tonight while the trend is still alive. You'll get easy views. Every single one of these tips turns passive scrolling into active growth. Real talk, last night's AEW Dynamite is the perfect case study of how one strong Dynamite makes an entire PPV feel must-see. 6 months ago, people were saying AEW was losing steam. Last night, Omega cuts the promo of the year, Jericho books a dream match, and the main event tag feels like a war. Suddenly, Dynasty feels massive. One episode, millions of impressions, and the entire timeline is now debating who wins on Sunday. That's the power of a well-built go-home show. Quick bonus nuggets you might have missed in the chaos. Don Callis dropping the "party with McDavid like it's 1984" line in Edmonton. Hockey fans on X ate that up. Quick fact check, Edmonton won the cup in 1984. Yes, the post correcting it was right, but it was still a great local heel line. Shida's return and the tease for Collision with Chris Statlam, that's already building the next show while this one is trending. The hidden gem, Tommaso Ciampa earning the #1 spot in the Casino Gauntlet for the vacant TNT title. Underrated moment that could pay off huge. These little details are what separate casual viewers from the ones who stay glued to the product. So, let's wrap this up. Last night's AEW Dynamite gave us Kenny Omega's career promo moment, Chris Jericho making it official and booking Ricochet, United Empire looking unstoppable, strong title retention, and chaos in every match. Bottom line, my opinion and the majority of the timeline agrees. This was a fantastic go-home episode that has me more excited for Dynasty than I've been for any PPV in months. AEW is cooking. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a huge favor. Drop a like if you're hyped for Omega versus MJF. Comment below who's winning at Dynasty and why. Share this video with your wrestling group. And subscribe and bell on for weekly trend breakdowns, full episode reactions, and more. Next video, I'm breaking down every prediction for Dynasty. Make sure you don't miss it. Until then, this has been your AEW Dynamite X.com Trend Report. I'll see you in the next one. Stay elite, everybody. Peace.